Hi, my name is Cheri, and today I'm going to show you a really fun card made with the Dino Days set. And actually, this set does not belong to me. It belongs to my daughter, who is also a demonstrator. And today is her 25th birthday. And it's kind of her 25th birthday. It's the 5th. I'm not gonna post this on the 5th of July. She was actually born in Australia. So in Australia, it was the 5th of July, and it had only just turned the 5th of July. And I asked the doctor if he could have the birth certificate say the 4th of July, because, you know, if you're American, being born on the 4th of July, so she's half Aussie, half American, and doctor didn't want to fudge on the birth certificate for me. So it's happy birthday, Carissa, and this is going to be her birthday card that I will give her later tonight with her stamp set. But it's also going to be a card that we do at my camp in July. So if you live in Indy and you would like to attend my camp, just let me know. You can message me below. This stamp set and dies and paper, super, super cute. So cute. And it will just make you feel like a little kid when you use them. So here's the stamp set. I'm going to show you, run through the little papers real quick for you in the designer series paper in case you haven't seen them. Fun color combinations. So here's the patterns of the one sides of the paper. I don't know that I have. Is there 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's one missing. She's made a bunch of cards with them, and these are actually her papers. I'm going to replace the ones. I don't have a pack of it yet, so there is a piece missing. So you'd have to look in the catalog to see all of them. So one side of it is kind of like generic kind of patterns, an egg and some footprints and just some fun patterns. And then when you flip them over to the other side is when you get all the dinosaurs. So you wouldn't even have to necessarily have the stamp set if you didn't want, but you're gonna want it because it's so stinking cute. Oh, maybe the one that's missing is, no, oh yeah, the one that's missing is the one that I'm using. So you're gonna see them all. But you could cut these out. I do think, I'm 99% certain, let me double check before I tell you. Yes, the dies cut this paper out. So there are dies that cut all of these out. So if you have the dies, this piece here will cut these out. Which explains to me now, when I was looking at the catalog, I thought, how'd they get that little circle there? That's how, because the circle's there on the paper. You know, sometimes if you look at things before, but I'm kind of in a hurry. So these are the papers. So super cute. Fun colors, color combinations that you might not put together, like in today's card that I'm going to do. Not necessarily the colors that I might not have chosen these, but they look great. Just not ones that I would have naturally put together. I did want to show you him. This is embossed on navy paper with the new sparkling white, and I loved him. I just didn't like him on the card when I was done. So I have a little dinosaur here, and I'm not going to use him. So here's the card that we're going to do, and here's the piece of paper that was missing. So just some dinosaur outlines. And then how fabulous is that? This would work on a tropical card, and it wouldn't even have to be dinosaurs, but it is super cute. If you have the flamingos or any of our tropical sets, you could just use the flip side and not even make a dinosaur card. So this is crushed curry cardstock for our base, and this is going to be her birthday card because I know she loves the set because she bought it. So we'll start with this, and it will be, when I do my camps, I like to do a couple of cards that are quicker, so this is a fairly quick card. And then it has the stamp set has these teensy tiny little footprints. So I'm just going to do a little outline of these like around the edge of my card. And often when I make cards, I send her the picture of them to say, look at this. And then I made this card and I was like, oh, I should send her this. And then I'm like, no, you can't. This is going to be her birthday card. So she'll see it. It's not actually going to have a birthday sentiment on it. I might add one to the inside, which is often, you know, when we do a project, the outside can say something and then you can add it. So then for the inside of my card, there's, I don't know my dinosaur names. There's this one, and it's mounted on this block because she stamped at my house, and sometimes all of my blocks are being used, so she used this paper pumpkin block. That's why this block is skinny, because it's a paper pumpkin. But this is a flying dinosaur. I know it has a real name. And there's no need to tell me down below because I won't remember it. We'll add one there. And then I will add a happy birthday sentiment there. So that's the stamping for the card itself. And then I've got a piece of Night of Navy. I'm going to put it here. And then this adorable little outline here, which again, really pretty here. And I'm going to have to cover that up. And there is an upside down and a right side, which I thought these were kind of all over the place. But if you look at the navy ones, most of them go one direction. So when I started to mount this before, I almost had it upside down. Not that it would really matter, but it would kind of to me. If I got it all in there and then I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, those are all upside down. So put that on here. Cover up this beautiful background paper. Put this on here. So this is crushed curry, pineapple, and navy, and then white. So then let's do our main images. So we've got, this is some shimmery white cardstock. And I'm going to stamp my one dinosaur in the navy here. And I'm holding it just down for a second because this is a solid image stamp and it just allows the ink a second longer to soak in. And then I've got, okay, this is different because the stamp paper has curry and pineapple, and this is mango because he has some little spikes that go on him, and I just thought the mango was a little bit brighter. The pineapple was too bright because it clashed with the paper right here, and then the curry was the exact same color as the paper, so it didn't have enough contrast. So I just went with another yellow, and again, hold it just a second longer, and that gives a little bit of and you'll see when I put it on the card, it's just a little offset of color. And I need that for one more thing, but I'm going to use it after I run it through the die machine. So we're almost done with this card. We just have some die cutting to do. The dies that come with this set, have a look. I will post the links down below. So when you buy the set, before you buy it, you can see all the fun stuff that you get. But first I'm going to use, these come with the bird ballad. And I'm going to use the stitch nested labels. And this is a pineapple punch piece. I'm going to roll this through. And I'm going to need to stamp this real quick, and you're going to see why. So if you haven't seen these, they do double stitching. So this scrap piece actually has it, so you could do a bigger piece if you wanted to frame. But I don't need that. So I'm going to get this. This is why I did it. It says, I love you this much. It's more than it looks. Because, you know, the little T-Rex guy has tiny little arms outstretched. So I'm going to stamp this on here, which, you know, stamping on top of your die cutting machine is never the best of plans, but we'll see how I go. Oh, not too shabby. So you want this on the bottom of your little stitch nested label. I'm done with my stamping. And then, like in the dies for this, you get a giant egg, so it says look who's hatched. You get a bunch of little like cutout things. So have a look, because it not only cuts out the dinosaurs, but then you get some fun things. You get a big palm tree. So I'm gonna lay these on here. And again, this is one of those sets where I could line all of this stuff up. See if I put those on the right direction. I did. Like I could put my dinosaur on, I could put his scales on, I could put it all on there and then run it through, or I could just do it like this. Because sometimes when you put them all on and you go to put your plate on, they move. And to me, it's just faster to do it this way, one at a time. So you can see these are just kind of putting like prehistoric little shapes kind of on. Maybe if I can. Oh, I can't see if I got it all on for you to see. There we go. So see, it just did a bunch of little shapes for me. So put that there. Clear all these off my plate. these that will cut this out. I'm going to do my dinosaur first because I want to show you something with the scales. Scales, what are those? I don't know. There's a word for those. Migraine medicine makes me, words I don't use very often don't always come to me. I know they're not fins, and I don't really want to take my brain power right now thinking what they are. I like little raptor things. So now we've got that, and see, I could have wasted more time lining them both up, but I wanted to show you these. Because this, when you go to line this up, you're going to think this doesn't line up perfectly well. Because it seems to be a lot bigger than the die. And the reason is because it's giving you, do I have that on there right? You know when I'm doing it upside down. It's giving you a bunch of room for the tape, like to adhere to the back of. So what you want to do is you want to line the little, just the spikes up. And then you want all that extra to be there. So see where it's going to poke into the spikes? That's what you want. So it makes it a little offset looking, but you'll see what I mean once I run it through. And that's, whoops, see, they moved. And if I had both of those on there, then I would have to fix both of them. So it's, I think it's faster to do one at a time. You could use your magnetic plate. I'm not a huge fan. So here you go. So see, now these are all lined up, and then it gives you this nice big piece here for your adhesive. Because if it cut right close to that, there wouldn't be anything left to stick it to the back of your dinosaur. Okay, almost finished with this because it's so super easy. So now, since you have this piece here, you just take your snail and run it along the edge, or you could use a glue dot of where you have that extra, and then his little spiky things line right up against him, and then you have plenty of space for that adhesive to go, because if you didn't have that, then there's no place to go. In fact, I could have run it even a tad bit closer to that. So then we get all these poked out. You need some dimensionals, which do I not have any laying here? This is one of mine where we've gotten to the edge, and these are just perfect for this, because for this, obviously you can't have dimensionals. I'm going through where you've got your pokies. So add this. And the reason you want the dimensionals, it kind of helps you see through the pokey stuff. And then I want him raised up again, but I want him a little bit higher, so we're going to do a double. So I'm going to cut these in half. And these were the tiny ones, and the tiny ones give you a nice big edge when you're done. So put one here. Take the back off of that. And then do another one right on top of it. And then that gives it a double thickness, so it's twice as high as this. And then when he goes over it, then he sits up again over the top of that. So there, he loves you this much. It's bigger than it looks. So here's my other one. This is one of those cards that no matter how many times you do it, it's going to pretty much look the same way. And here's the inside, and it just needs a little happy birthday or whatever you want. It could just be a thinking of you card. It'd be great for first day of school, last day of school. Great for, like, if you have kids going off to college in the fall, it'd be fun to send them so they get it their first week of school when they're away from home. So there's a ton of reasons that would be a fun card to send. And it comes in, you could do different color combinations, but this piece of paper has the pink and green version too. So you have the yellow and blue and the pink, and this is pacer colors, so you know it's kind of our jam. So I hope you like that. I hope you like the set, and happy birthday, Carissa. There is a great Stampin' Up! Special. I will post all of the supplies that you need to buy this down below. So when you buy them from me, for every $50 you spend in July, Stampin' Up! Will give you $5 credit. So when you buy something from me in August, then they'll give you $5 off of that. So if you go to my website, stampinonline.com, you can see all of the things that you need to purchase to make this card, and also see what my July specials are. I'm like, what month is it? So everybody have a great July. Bye.